in. That's crazy right there. That's crazy. It's crazy letting someone else decide what you're worth. When you promote, when you work. Listen, I ain't bragging. And I know we focus on the money. Hear me. All money does is magnify. It don't make you better. It don't make you worse. If you're a drunk and you get money, you're just drinking better liquor. Money will buy you a bed, but it won't give you sleep. Money will buy a house, but it don't make it a home. Money will buy you the best plot, but it won't give you a moment's more time. Money will bring acquaintances, but not true friends. It can buy some toys, but not real contentment. It ain't the money. It's the options, the lifestyle. Deciding if you get up, when you get up. How many of you got an alarm clock by your bed? Raise your hand. You got an alarm clock. How many of you wouldn't raise your hand no matter what I said? You know, I find it amazing that they put a little button on there called a snooze button. And people are actually hitting that button and stealing their life away 9 minutes at a time. How many of you hit that snooze button? Come on. How many of you? 2 snoozers. You hit it twice. You know it's a scientific fact. It's been proven. When you're done sleeping, you'll wake up. Wouldn't you like to try that? I'm going to sleep till I get up. Now, I submit to you, this ain't always fun. It ain't always easy. When people spit on you and kick you and tell you it won't work, you can't do that. You're crazy. You're going to jail or hell 1. That's never worked. I've heard it all. The difference? The reason the leaders are in this room is they didn't quit. Now let's talk about what it is that defines not quitting. There are some of you sitting here tonight. You've been here the last couple of meetings. You went to the convention. You're on the Coaching Cowboy conference call, but you quit. Because you see, you're not setting appointments. You're not showing a plan. Plugging into the meetings is important. Those are the 3 things that the #1 money earner says you have to do. And I totally agree with it. But if you ain't setting appointments, if you ain't getting this information in front of people, then you ain't working. And the only way you can build your business is tell a few, who tell a few, who tell a few, who in spite of you does it. You see, I used to argue with people. I'd go up to them and say, let's get you started, let's get you going. They'd go, oh no, you got to be a salesman to do this, and I can't sell. And I try to explain that to you how it's not sales, and they can do. I don't do that anymore. Whatever they tell me, I go, you're right. You're right. Let's go find the 3 best salesmen you know. I don't have time to do this. You're right. Let's go find the 3 people you know got a lot of time. I ain't got enough credibility to do this. I could tell by talking to you. Let's go find the 3 most credible people you see. It ain't about you. It ain't about them. It's what you start. So how do you get it started? I'll tell you in closing. You just talk to people. You just tell some folks. One of the most successful young men I've ever worked with, I heard him a-coming before I saw him. Yeah, he was kind of jangling. You see, they had pierced this ear 4 times. They had pierced this ear 5 times. He had 1 in his nostril, 1 in each eyebrow, and he had a little pointy deal in his lip. When he would talk, it would wiggle. I remember thinking, when he's 65 years old, he ain't going to be able to keep milk in his mouth. So I just looked at him and I said, did they catch the guy that did that to you? I mean, neighbor, he looked like he fell face forward into a tackle box. He looked at me and he said, I did it to myself. I said, why are you talking funny? He said, I I've got 2 of them in my tongue. I said, oh man, that had to hurt. He said, not as bad as this one. So we started talking about tattoos and piercing, alternative lifestyle. I just started visiting and listening, and all of a sudden he said, what do you do? I got real quiet. I got real serious. I leaned in and I said, I look for people that ain't afraid to be different and want to make a lot of money. That kid said, that'd be me. He was wrong. He didn't do much, but he led me to a guy who didn't do much. It led me to a lady who didn't do nothing, who led me to a guy who didn't do nothing. It ain't what you do, it's what you are. Folks, they're going to use energy whether you do this or not. Everybody you know is going to pay an energy bill next month whether you do this or not. Yes?
Yes.
You only need a handful. If I told you had to go out and get 5, 10 customers a month, a year, that's your whole career, 10 to 20 customers. The top earners are proven. It ain't about you getting a bunch. You get a handful. And you teach a few who teach it. I will tell you that this is a ground floor. Oh, I know we've been doing it 7 years, but folks, we're only in 5 states. I don't know about you, but I've always wanted to be one of them early getter inners. You ever walked in the room and they pointed somebody over and go, see him? Got in early. Wouldn't you like to be Bill Gates' roommate back in college?
Oh, no kidding.
When Billy's laying up on the top bunk bed talking about winders. Yeah, he's inventing winders. You know, he tried doors, didn't go nowhere. Here's a guy inventing a computer system for a home-based computer with the experts. The president of IBM, just a few years before, it said, there'll be no reason for people to have a personal computer in their home. You're carrying one in your back pocket or your purse right now.
Right here?
You see, Billy saw things others didn't. Wouldn't you like to thump up bottled water? Water! In a plastic bottle. Imagine, ma'am, I come to you about 15, 20 years ago, say, I got a great idea. We're going to buy these plastic bottles. We'll put water in it. People will buy it. Sounds crazy today, don't it?
Yeah.
My all-time favorite, Starbucks. $47 for a cup of coffee. And it ain't just the price you pay, it's the quiz you got to take to get the coffee. Then I start standing in line, I get nervous because I know they're going to make me look ignorant. No, they ain't got no small, medium, and large. That'd be too simple. What they got? A venti. A grind. What's a venti? So I get up there and go, I'd like a large coffee. Venti, grande, big. Decaf, decaf, soy, half soy. Latte, whoop it, stomp it, beat it. And then you reach in your hip pocket, you give them $50. Thank you very much. It'd been different if they had found the first bean and ground it up, but Maxwell House and Folgers had been around a long time before Starbucks jazzed it up. What's the point? The point is this. Every now and then a great idea comes along. Even if it sounds crazy, you'll know in their gut of guts if it's a great idea. We are just getting started. And folks, whether you know it or not, you need residual. We got any plumbers in here? Is there a plumber in the room? Sir, you're a plumber? I'm sorry, I'll talk slower. What's your name? Jeff. Everybody say hi, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff.
Jeff, would you rather get paid for putting the toilet in or every time they flush it? That's residual right there. Doing it one time and getting paid over and over and over and over. There ain't nobody in here that couldn't use an extra $6,000 a month residual. We've all understood it. We might not have known the word oil wells. We've all looked at them and think, man, I'd like to have one of them. You know why? Because what it represents, it's putting money in somebody's pocket, yes?
Yep.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week, it's pumping oil for somebody. Problem is, common people like you and I, we ain't got an oil well. But they ain't one of us. Wouldn't take 2 of them in our living room tonight. Yeah, go right to the roof. Come on, run. Now, we can watch TV around it, ain't no problem. Put the kids on, ride that. They ain't making money. Come on. You think there's any chance somebody gonna come want to drill an oil well in your living room?
Hell no.
But you know what you got? You know what everybody's got behind their house, their apartment, their building? It don't stop. You can't make it stop. It's called an energy meter loop. It's better than an oil well. You see, ma'am, you can sell lip liner, you can sell vitamins, you can sell whatever you want to. The problem is, transmission goes out in the car. Little Johnny wants to go to camp. People make decisions and they quit buying the pill, the powder, the lotion, the insurance, whatever. And I'm not knocking any of them. But the point in fact, in tough times, they cut back on stuff. Here's what we've learned. If you got to pay your electric bill, or little Johnny wants to go to summer camp, little Johnny's in the backyard running through the sprinkler. If you don't think this will work, on your way home, you call 10 of your friends and you try to convince them to turn their power off. Yeah, I want you to shut your natural gas off. You see, folks, it's going to happen whether you're a part of it or not. And that's what creates that residual. That's what pays you over and over and over and over. I'll never forget, first residual check we got, $10.25. You're a sick puppy if you come for $10. I gotta be honest, I almost quit. I wanted some real money. I thought, this ain't gonna work. My point is, if you want to quit, that's okay. Just don't. Next month it was $80. The next month it was over $800. The 4th month's residual was over $1,000.
Sweet.
I got a residual check with a comma in it. I remember I called my girlfriend, who later became my fiance, now my wife. I said, they sent us $1,000 residual. She said, what are you doing? I said, I'm going to the bank. She said, why? I said, I got to cash it before they want it back. It's got to be a mistake. She said, what are you going to do if they want it back? I said, they shouldn't have sent it to me. Then it went to $2,000 a month. Then it went to $4,000 a month. Then it went to $5,000 a month. When they got the $5,000 a month residual, we started a tradition. We started parking the truck right by the mailbox. We'd leave the motor running. When the mailman went to put it in the box on the 15th of the month, we'd snatch it and go to the bank. Then it got to $10,000. Then it got to $15,000. Then it got to $20,000. I ain't bragging, folks. I'm a part-time Ignite associate. I'm a full-time daddy. I live in Arkansas. Where I come from, there's always the people on the news with the tornado. Y'all see him? He's in overalls. One of the Gullisons done there. Goes, yeah, it's a big one. I saw the Wilsons double wide come over the house. I told Ethel, you better get them kids in that root cellar. It's always me and my kind that they interview. It's never the guy. It's never the guy with the little martini glass. And the tie goes, oh, it was horrible. I told Ethel, ooh, it's coming over to Wilson's privacy den. No, it's us tornado targets. It's us people that attract them. But here's the difference. Common people, regular folks, no matter your background, no matter your ability, can do this. You know why I'm here? You know why they let me talk? To prove to you. If a big-footed, big-mouthed redneck from Arkansas can do this, you're going to be rich. Man, I'm sweating like a IHOP manager with a busload of Jenny Craig rejects.